Hello, beautiful world. How have you been? I just back from the trip where I've been to Taiwan, Hong Kong, and India. Then I will upload the travel movie lately. But today I'm going to talk about what I read this week. So let's get started. Alrighty, I'm gonna start with these two comics. I read a lot of comics recently, and one is called Golden Kamuy, and second one is called Addurs 21. So I'm gonna explain one by one. Alright, the first one, Golden Kamuy. Uh, have you ever heard of the Japanese ancient ancestor Ainu? This is about Ainu's life. It's kind of half documentary and half comedy and half action. There's a lot of kind of component in this comic. The title of Golden Kamuy means golden is gold and Kamuy is God in Ainu language. One of main character is this Ainu's girl and this man from the Japanese war. He just came back from the Japan and Russian war, and he's seeking for the gold with this Ainu's girl. But there's a lot of other enemy, like 24 prisoner. They are seeking their gold. And interestingly, on their body, 24's prisoner's body, they have tattoo. That tattoo is the map for the gold. Because the girl's father is Ainu, then he has gold and he hide the gold and he create a map to that prisoner's body. And my favorite part of this comic is especially the life of Ainu, because in Japan, our modern Japanese lifestyle is more westernized. But for example, Okinawa and then the north part of Japan, Hokkaido, it still has the local community life. Then I really love the Ainu's culture because it's just beautiful. Look at this and the clothes. It's really beautiful. So I really like the Ainu's life. And this is about like a gold rush story, but it's also the story of the Ainu as well. If I have any chance to see Ainu's life, I want to go there. Then the second comic I read, by the way, this is 31st edition. And second one is my favorite sport comic in Japan's comic. The title is Addurs 21, and this is about the high school American football story. And this character is from Demon High School, and then one of him is just a normal guy, but he is good at running. So he's really fast at running, and he just find him and then join the team and then going to win the championship, which is called Christmas Bowl. I'm not big fan of the American football because American football is minor sports in Japan, but I heard of NFL in United States is really famous. Like I heard of like a commercial on the halftime, and yeah, I still 21 uh was like a famous football players the name, then he's going to be that. And to be honest, I didn't know these two really famous comic creator is created that. For example, in Japan, for the comic, there's a two part they are separated. So first one is story part. The second part is the drawing part. For example, Riichiro Inagaki is the story part. He's also famous for Doctor Stone's story part. And Yusuke Murata is also famous as the One Punch Man. I don't honestly don't like that, but he's really famous for that. So these two famous creators is created that, and I really like the animation. Animation is really good. I like the animation itself. I like song. I like the voice actor. I like the story. It's really perfect. And these two comics animation is on. I think it is on the Netflix. So if you have any chance to watch that, please let me know your opinion of these comic. I really like these two comics, but these have 31 comic and then this has 37 comics, so you probably need the time to watch. Yup. Alright, so the third one from this day is about more technical book. It's Recommendation Engine by Michael Schwartz. Sorry, it's might be wrong pronunciation, but it's about the recommendation, how it work. So every IT company using recommendation engine like Amazon, Netflix, uh, Google, every company is using recommendation engine. So, and this book said it's not for the money, it's for to make the trust. Like, if people using that services, and then if the services recommend the right thing, it makes the trust. I really understand that part, and it's really good opinion. And in this book said there is a what is the recommendation engine and what is the origin of the recommendation engine and also history of the recommendation engine, and it mentioned about more technical things like what kind of recommendation engine has exists. And I studied computer science before, and I know some about that. And especially it's mentioned about Netflix. Netflix is the key of the recommendation engine. And for example, there's a kind of recommendation algorithm. For example, one personalized video ranker and top end video ranker. Trending now, continue watching, video similarity, and page duration, low section, and ranking. So not all one technique can suitable for one person. So there's a several component you can see from the recommendation ending, and it's really hard to think about. So yeah, there's a lot of engineer is seeking for most suitable recommendation engine. And I really love that book because it's from YouTube Press. It's really sophisticated text. I like it. And the last one from this day is more, how to say, not technical things and not the art things. It's about the law. Do you like law? I don't know about the law much. And the title is the Otona Lopo. In English, adult lawyer Bible, probably. When I watch the YouTube, there's a one famous person to explanation about law in like a short movie. Then, he is summarize 100 question from the subscriber, which people also want to know. Then I want to share something from this book because I really surprised. For example, in prisoner section, do you know how much the lunch costs for each prisoner? It said in yen, Japanese yen, and the answer is 500 yen for each. I was surprised, like it's like the same as the normal people lunch. So probably people are going to be starved. They are going to be crying and go to prison because there's a lunch on there and not like hard as the other countries prison. But I'm not recommended to be crying. Be careful about that. And yeah, there's a lot of question, like 100 question to them are. Oh yeah, I wanna share something. So part 4, there's a climb question. So if the living person to be dead person, or if the dead person to be living person, which crime is more heavier? I'm gonna check it. I just forgot it. Which is more heavy crime? What do you think? Which crime is more heavier? In the result, he said, living person to be dead is more heavy crime. I think it's important to be focused on the document. Like, if the people is going to be die as a documentation, there's a one of crime. So like it's like a changing the official document crime. But if the dead person to be living person, like if the one person die but they don't send the document to the official one, is not like a changing document crime. It's like it's really hard to explain in a low term. Anyway, so living person to be dead person is more heavier than dead person to be living person. Remember, maybe you are not using that trick, but yeah, just try to reach out the YouTube channel. It's all in Japanese, but there's a lot of person who are explanation about the law in YouTube channel. Maybe I'm going to be lawyer. So these 4 books I read the comic books a lot, like 31 book and then 37 book at the same time. And what you read recently, please let me know in the comments. So until next week, bye bye.